All right, today we're tackling a really interesting one, avocado oil. I mean, it just feels premium, right? It's super useful, and the best part, it has this huge potential for getting customers to come back again and again. So let's dive in and figure out how you can turn this green gold into a real thriving online brand.
And really, this is the whole opportunity right here. Think about it. This isn't some gadget people buy once and then forget about. No, avocado oil can become a total staple in someone's kitchen, maybe even their bathroom. If you can nail this, you're not just making a single sale. You're building a loyal crew of customers who just keep reordering, almost on autopilot.
But that leads to a really good question, doesn't it? If the opportunity's so great, why do so many of these brands just fizzle out? You see them launch with these gorgeous bottles, they've got high hopes, and then nothing. Customers are skeptical, the sales just don't stick. So what's the secret sauce they're all missing?
Well, here's the thing. The answer isn't what you'd think. It's not about coming up with better marketing slogans or flashier health claims. Actually, it's the total opposite. The real key is to stop making these vague promises that just make people skeptical, and instead give them simple, straightforward clarity, because that's what builds confidence. When a customer looks at your bottle and knows exactly what it's for, they trust you, and guess what? They buy.
Okay, so step one. First things first, you absolutely cannot be everything to everyone. It just doesn't work. If you try to sell your oil for high-heat cooking and for salads and for skincare all at the same time, you're just going to confuse people. So the very first step is to get laser-focused.
And getting focused really just means picking one main lane to start. Just one. Are you going to be the go-to oil for everyday cooking, for frying and searing? Or are you the fancy, cold-pressed finishing oil for salads? Maybe you're the premium giftable oil for foodies. See? Once you pick one, every single marketing decision you have to make becomes so much simpler and way more effective.
This right here is the core strategy, summed up perfectly. Stop trying to sell health. It's too vague. Instead, sell the specific job your oil does. Honestly, a phrase like, "great for frying crispy potatoes," is 1,000 times more powerful than some generic slogan like "supports a healthy lifestyle." Because trust always follows clarity.
All right, so once you've picked your niche, we move on to step two. Now you've got to craft a product line that makes it just ridiculously easy for people to say yes. And listen, you don't need a million different bottles. You just need a few of the right ones.
The name of the game here is simplicity. Seriously. You start with your hero bottle. That's your main mid-size product. Then you add a smaller trial size. Why? Because it lowers the risk for anyone who's on the fence. And then you create a simple dual bundle. This is a super easy way to get people to spend a little more, and it boosts your average order value right away.
What you're building here is something called a price ladder, and each rung on that ladder has a specific purpose. That small trial bottle, it's basically saying, hey, try me out, there's no risk. The standard bottle is your workhorse for everyday users. The big value bottle, that's for the people who use it all the time and want a better deal. And the duo bundle is perfect for foodies who want the right tool for the right job. You see how you're guiding every single type of customer straight to a purchase?
Okay, now for step three, and I'm going to say it. This might be the most important part of the whole thing. Your customers will have questions. It's a guarantee. And if you don't answer them clearly right up front, they're just not going to buy. So your job is to basically engineer trust by wiping out every single bit of confusion before it even starts.
For example, you need to make this stuff crystal clear. Is your oil refined or extra virgin? You can't just assume people know the difference. You have to spell it out in simple, practical terms. Tell them, this one is more neutral and has a high smoke point, so it's amazing for frying. And for the other, this one is more flavorful and buttery, so it's best for drizzling on salads. That's it. Simple.
And here's a pro tip for you. This is a game changer. Put a best for line right on the front of the label. I'm talking best for roasting veggies or perfect for salad dressings. That one tiny line does so much work. It removes all the guesswork for the person shopping and can literally boost your sales overnight. All right, let's recap. You've found your niche, you've built a smart product line, and you've engineered unshakable trust. Now it's time for the fun part, putting it all together and actually launching this thing.
And here's a simple 5-step plan to get those first 200 sales. 1. Launch with that single hero bottle. 2. Add the smaller trial size to get people to take a chance on you. 3. Introduce your duo bundle as an easy upsell. 4, and this is huge, relentlessly collect reviews. Not just about taste, but also about your packaging. People need to know it won't leak. And finally, 5, make it super easy for people to buy from a proper online shop.
Now, I know what you might be thinking. That last step, a proper online shop, that sounds kind of intimidating, right? And expensive. But it really doesn't have to be. It's totally possible to get a professional, trustworthy store up and running without breaking the bank.
That's exactly where a service like Make Local for Global comes into play. They basically offer a done-for-you package that just takes care of all the tech headaches. We're talking they build the shop, they get your logo and domain, they handle payments, the whole shebang. And it's all included with support for a simple yearly fee, no commissions. It's pretty much a shortcut to looking like a pro right from day one.
So let's wrap this up with a quick rundown of the big mistakes to avoid. Think of these as the trust killers. Vague labels that don't tell you anything, overpromising on wild health claims, weak packaging that leaks all over the place, not giving any recipes or ideas on how to use it, and trying to sell way too many different sizes at once. Seriously, just avoid these things and you'll already be way ahead of most of your competition.
And that really leaves us with one final, crucial question for you to think about. Picture your ideal customer standing in a store or looking at your website. They're holding your bottle. They want you to tell them what to do with it. So, what story is your bottle going to tell them? Is it clear? Is it confident? Is it useful? Because if you can get that right, you are absolutely on your way to building something great.